Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Players Earn YouTube channel, and I cannot believe what I saw last night in the Clasico. Barcelona playing Real Madrid off the park, a massive 4-0 win, a statement win for Hansi Flick's side. They made it in the week, beating Bayern Munich, a team that was flying. They did it again on the weekend, beating Real Madrid 4-0. And the first half was close, but second half they were out of sight. Barcelona, great football, great counter-attacking play as well, and it just showed a side to them that I didn't think was quite there yet. That ability to be clinical, to take your opportunities when you get them, because they were a little bit back against the wall in the first half versus Real Madrid. But I tell you what, when they had the opportunities, they looked the better side. They played the better football in the second half and absolutely deserved of all 3 points. As I said, a statement win, I guess, in La Liga, but also in world football as well, because not many teams go to the Bernabeu and get 3 points, especially in league football. You don't see it often. Carlo Ancelotti's side were definitely second rate in this game. Let's run through the play-by-play. The first sort of half an hour was all Real Madrid. Vinicius, probably the best chance of them all in the 22nd minute, individual run from that left-hand side, cutting inside. Very similar to the goal we saw against Dortmund in midweek in the Champions League. But prior to that 22nd minute effort, there was 2 or 3 chances for Mbappe, all caught offside. That was a theme of the game, especially come the end with some of the stats that we'll bring up there. But Mbappe caught offside a fair few times. The first few opportunities were Real Madrid, but Pedri had the first real chance at Barcelona, a long shot that was quite easily saved in the end by Andre Lunin in goal in the 28th minute. But around that half-hour mark, so the game started to flip and become a little bit more even, a little bit more balanced as Barcelona grabbed a stronger hold of the game, a little more possession and better build-up play all in all. I guess the big one was at the half-hour mark, 30th minute, Kylian Mbappe thought he was through. He finished the chance, but was ruled out for offside in the end. Another chance again, Kylian Mbappe caught offside. I think that was the 3rd time to that point in time at the half-hour mark. But at that point, it was still 0-0. Barcelona just grinded out the first half, got to half-time, but coming out of the second half, Hansi Flick must have said some incredible words at half-time that moved his side, because they came out the better of the two sides. Absolutely. Much more controlled, dangerous going forward. And a result in Robert Lewandowski opening the scoring in the 54th minute, being found by Casado, slipping him in behind. Fantastic pass from the midfielder who, for me, stood out as one of the better players on the park in this game here. Fede Mendy on the far side kept him on side, and then Lewandowski did the rest, threw on goal with Lunin. A nice, smart finish into the corner to give Barcelona a 1-0 lead in the 54th minute. To that point in time, the balance of the game, maybe they deserved it, maybe they didn't, but it was a great finish and a great build-up for Barcelona. It was a sign of their second half performance, the energy, the improvement on the ball. And I think for me, just getting to grips with the Bernabeu and adjusting to the environment, and they did that very, very well come the second half. And they made it 2-0 shortly after. Lewandowski yet again on the score sheet. A great ball from Frankie de Jong for midfield to find Alejandro Balde down the left-hand side. Great ball into the box and the header into the far corner by Lewandowski. 2 goals in 2 minutes. And I said it in the preview with our Command 11, but this is what Hansi Flick can get out of Robert Lewandowski, just clinical finishes. I believe 14 goals now in the season. A superb cross on the left, but a lot still to do for Lewandowski, obviously, to get good contact on the ball and then to find a corner, because Lunin, we know he's a great shot stopper, and he found right in the bottom right corner there that Lunin had no chance from the header. So fantastic header, getting in the spaces between the 2 centre-halves and heading home. And 2-0 after 56 minutes. Fantastic start from the second half. From there, it was a little bit more balanced. Real Madrid threw more numbers forward, probably to their own detriment later in the game. Mbappe yet again being found by Vinicius Jr. in behind. This time I believe he was onside, and the shot straight at Penna in the end, and Penna making the smart save just after the hour mark. But from there, it was chaos. Real Madrid threw numbers forward. Yes, there was a few chances here and there, but they left themselves very exposed to the counter-attack. And that meant Lewandowski had 2 chances to get his hat-trick in the 66th and 68th minute, both being found by Rafinha and Lamine Yamal respectively. One coming off the upright, one going wide of the goal. And after his 2 great finishes, initially you thought he'd definitely put those chances away, but somehow managed to miss those 2 key chances on the break, one-on-one type efforts, somehow missing and keeping Real Madrid in the game. But the 3rd goal would eventually come. The superstar, Lamine Yamal, the 3rd goal in the 77th minute. Another breakaway attack. Rafinha dropping the ball off to the on-running Lamine Yamal from the right-hand side, and he absolutely roofed the ball into the top of the net, avoiding the karma celebration at the Bernabeu as well. And all in all, a really complete game for Lamine Yamal, but topped off with that goal there in the break, and a really deserved goal. Becomes the youngest scorer in Classico history. So fantastic performance and a fantastic stat. A bit of history there for the 17-year-old to find the back of the net. And then to finish it all off, to add the cherry on top of the cake, Rafinha, the captain of the night, made it 4-0. Again, Real Madrid committed so many numbers forward. He got in behind. Once was 1-1 with Andre Lunin. A smart little dink over the top to find the back of the net in the 84th minute and wrap up the result 4-0. As I said, a tale of two halves really for me, because the first 30 minutes, all Real Madrid, all the chances going forward, but a lot of offsides. Mbappe really poor in this game, holding his run, getting involved outside of those moments as well. Really limited for me. I think he ended up with something like 7 offsides or 6 offsides in the end. Really strange for a player of his pace and his quality. And it's not like it's the first game with this Real Madrid side. Really strange to be caught offside that many times. And I'll get into some of the reasons why I think that happened. All in all, though, let's look at the broader picture. Barcelona now go 6 points clear of Real Madrid in La Liga. 17 better goal difference as well, just showing how they're putting teams to the sword. 5-1 over Sevilla last time out in the league. Then the 4-1 over Bayern Munich. And now 4-0 over Real Madrid in the space of a week. Just showing Hansi Flick's dominating style of football. We saw some of this at Bayern Munich, but I know Hansi Flick. We all know Hansi Flick for his team's energy and pressing and structure, not the extraordinary amount of goals which he's scoring with this Barcelona side. And it's just fantastic to watch right now. It's free-flowing. It's forward football in the final third, and it's unstoppable. Some of the one-touch play and the link-up. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Lewandowski have all up top. Another key stat coming into the game, I mentioned in the preview, Real Madrid had a 42-game unbeaten streak in La Liga. Going for Barcelona's 43 from the 17 to 18 season stretch span. And of course, Barcelona stopped Real Madrid equaling their own club record, which is a fantastic result. And I guess some of the fans' mind, the fans will love that. They've still kept that record. And here it comes, the offside stats. 12 offsides for Real Madrid to 1 for Hansi Flick's Barcelona. And I think a stat came out earlier in the week as well. They've actually created the most offsides in Europe top 5 leagues. And Hansi Flick has come out. I think he said it last night in a press conference that he's taken a lot of Johan Cruyff's system, and he's learned a lot from the Dutch style of play and adapted that to this Barcelona side. And you can see using one of Barcelona's legends in not only managerial sense but playing sense, he's implemented that style of football, and it showed, catching a lot of players offside. 12 offsides in a game is ridiculous. And the fact that 2 or 3 could have led to some goals for Real Madrid just shows the quality and the faith this side have in their manager. And again, I don't think Pau Kubasi or Inigo Martinez have been fantastic this season. They've been okay. But last night, really, really well, keeping that high line, denying a lot of spaces for Mbappe and Vinny to work into. And I guess a special shout out has to go to the fullbacks from Barcelona. They just made it awful. Jules Koundé made it a very, very tough time for Vinicius Jr. Probably the best matchup in world football outside of Kyle Walker to Vinicius Jr. Jules Koundé did a fantastic job. And even on the left-hand side, Balde really didn't allow much to happen down that side as well. The whole back four for Barcelona really shut it down. Yes, Real Madrid had some chances early in that game, but as the game went deeper and deeper, it became very difficult for Real Madrid to get in behind if they weren't caught offside. And then once they were really forced wide or forced to play the extra pass, and all in all led to a really stale second half for Real Madrid. So fair play to the Barcelona back four, and fair play to Hansi Flick, who has really implemented that Johan Cruyff style of football to a T. 12 offsides in a game of football, especially with some of the pace that Real Madrid have got. It's just ridiculous in my eyes. 12-1, just showing the quality that back four produced. I guess all in all, the big stats of the game, Barcelona 6 big chances created, the 2.45 XG, I think the 1.9 for Real Madrid. So they did outplay them. I know Carlo Ancelotti came out and said that Barcelona didn't quite outplay Real Madrid. They just won the key moments. But I think all in all, Barcelona did outplay Real Madrid. I think if I look at the game, I give Real Madrid the first half an hour of the game. I give Barcelona from probably the 40th minute to somewhere near the 80th minute. So that in terms of control of the game, momentum, moments, Barcelona had the fair chunk of it, and they just adapted better. They played the better football in key moments. They maximised what was given to them. When Real Madrid went the high line, they went more direct. They played over the top. They used Rafinha and Lamine Yamal to get in behind to score those 2 goals. But then early on in the game, it was 0-0. It was great passing players, great spread of play. The Balde cross for that Lewandowski goal there, fantastic. The Casado ball to split the Real Madrid back four to find Lewandowski. these key moments that stand out, the young players like Castro, the young players like Lamine Yamal, the fullbacks, they don't get talked about enough, but Jules Koundé and Balde holding it down. All in all, every player on that pitch played a fantastic role, and it showed in that 4-0 result. Let's get into the key players. Got 3 of them. Obviously, got to start with Lewandowski. The 2 goals, 8.4 match rating. He created 2 big chances as well. Obviously, missed 2 big chances as well, hitting the upright and putting a chance wide. And he won 5 out of his ground duels. And I said it into the preview, that combined 11. It's Lewandowski of old. Yes, it might not be the long shots and the direct running and running in behind, which we're probably used to. But it's the clinical edge. It's scoring in the box. It's the header for that second goal. That's a sign of a clinical striker. That's a sign of a striker in form who's dominating. And I guess we did see that running behind this game here as he got in the end of that Casado pass, timing the run to perfection. It's a real complete Lewandowski, which we haven't seen since Bayern Munich. I was really harsh on him last season. Yes, the numbers were there, but the all-in-all Lewandowski, which we knew, I thought was gone. But he's refound that form with the Hansi Flick, and he's become a monster inside the box. He doesn't miss many chances when he's there. Surprising he misses 2 in this game, but all in all this season, he doesn't really be wasteful in the final. Very clinical, very sharp. And it's a great, best word for him. He's sharp, he looks quick. And that first step and that bit of clear his feet and find the back of the net is second to none. There's not many others like Lewandowski in world football. Obviously, talk about the captain, Rafinha, the 8.4 match rating himself. 1 goal, 1 assist as well. 45 touches, 3 key passes in there as well. It's really hard to explain the turnaround. I said it in the preview. It's the freedom. It feels like he's playing with a lot of freedom, like a stress on him, and it's surprising. He's got more responsibility. He's a captain of Barcelona right now at this current point in time. But the pockets he picks up, you look at his heat map, there's no real red, dark spots because he just seems to wander about. He wanders in different holes, picks the ball up. Yes, he started on the left, but there's a lot of time. He gets on the ball just past the halfway line, in behind Lewandowski, next to Fermin, and working those tight spots. And I just love what he does on the pitch for Barcelona. He's a floater. He picks the ball up. He transitions the play for them. And you know what he has? He has that vision. He really has refound that ability to find that pass through. And again, I refer back to Leeds because a lot of people look to the Premier League, you look to one of the biggest leagues in the world, and we watch those games. And Rafinha was a bit different back then. He was more of a direct runner, a skillful dribbler. But he's added passing, he's added vision, he's added football IQ almost to his game. He's learnt the way to have the pass, the split back lines, the pass that lead to the pass and assist. It's the small things and the unselfish work he does defensively. He tracks back as well. So it's a real ideal person to have as your captain because he does a bit of everything and does it with a lot of passion and does it right now with a lot of confidence. That's what's showing right now for Rafinha. And obviously the last player to touch on is Lamine Yamal. Shout out to Casado, by the way, a fantastic performance from him with that assist, but obviously coming off at the 65th minute for Dani Olmo. But Yamal, 7.6 match rating, the goal, 50 touches, 79% pass accuracy, 3 key passes, 1 big chance created, becomes the youngest scorer in Classico history. This kid just keeps getting these accolades. I feel like every game there's something new for Lamine Yamal. This season it's been his passing play and his build-up work and the work he's done with Lewandowski up top. But tonight it was about him getting on the end of a chance, roofing the ball on top of the net, creating his moment in Classico history. And it just feels like this is going to be a storyline that's going to go on. Vinicius versus Yamal or Bellingham versus Yamal. It's a side around Real Madrid, a build of superstars and putting together a team of just a lot of money, a lot of talent from around the world. This Barcelona side with like the Casado, Lamine Yamal, Pau Kubasi, it's a group of players that have come up through the academy, know each other, La Masia talent, and it showed. They look connected on the pitch last night. They look all together. They look fighting for a common cause, and it shows in all their performances this season. It's been clinical. It's been outright outrageous, some of the performances they put in. And you look back at the week, 13 goals scored, 2 conceded. This is down to their attacking output. That's why Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski are the key players because they're making it happen in the final third. They're no longer wasteful. They're a dangerous side. They have a real sharp edge in that final third and they make their chances count. And it showed last night a much more complete performance from Real Madrid, deserving of the 3 points and a massive statement laid. Are they the best team in Europe? I said it a few weeks ago in another review video that they looked like one of the best teams in Europe, but now they've showed it. Beaten Bayern Munich and beaten Real Madrid in the space of 4 days. Ridiculous. There you go. That's my wrap-up of the game for the Classico last night. Barcelona burying Real Madrid in many regards. If you enjoyed the video, please like on it, subscribe to the Players Zone channel, press that post notification bell so you know we upload more videos here on the channel. With that being said, I hope you have a great day today. Enjoy the upcoming Sunday fixtures from the world of football, And I'll see you guys in the video or podcast very, very soon. Next time, guys. See you later.